Hey guys, welcome to lesson 97 for today. This is on page 518. It's on transversals. Ooh. All right, so we'll start on page 518. It says, a line that intersects two or more other lines is a transversal. In this drawing, line R is a transversal of lines S and T. In the drawing, lines S and T are not parallel. Remember, parallel means exactly straight opposite from each other, right? However, in this lesson, we will focus on the effects of a transversal intersecting parallel lines. Before we show parallel lines M and N intersected by a transversal P, notice that 8 angles are formed. In this figure, there are 4 acute angles, numbered 2, 4, 6, and 8, and 4 obtuse angles, numbered 1, 3, 5, and 7. Please remember, acute is smaller than 90 degrees. Obtuse is greater than 90 degrees, okay? I hope you said that with me. All right? Notice that angle 1, an obtuse angle, and angle 2, an acute angle, together form a straight line. These angles are supplementary, which means their measures total 180 degrees. Remember, supplementary, 180 degrees, complementary, 90 degrees. So if angle 1 measures 110 degrees, then angle 2 measures 70 degrees, because you do 180 minus whatever number you're given, and you get what's left. Also notice that angle 2 and angle 3 are supplementary. If angle 2 measures 70 degrees and angle 3 measures 110 degrees. Likewise, angle 3 and angle 4 are supplementary, so angle 4 would measure 70 degrees. There are names to describe some of the angle pairs. For example, we say that angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles because they are in the same relative position. Obviously, they're not in the exact same position, but they're the same angle shape, and they're both on like the left upper side, right? Like what they just said, angle 1 is the upper left angle from line M, while angle 5 is the upper left angle from line N. Which angle corresponds to angle 2? Angle 6. And which angle corresponds to angle 7? That would be angle 3. All right, since lines M and N are parallel, lines P intersect line M at the same angle as it intersects line N. So meaning the angles are the exact same because it intersects it the same way. So the corresponding angles are congruent. Congruent means the same, right? Thus, if we know that angle 1 measures 110 degrees, we can conclude that angle 5 also measures 110 degrees. So they're congruent, meaning they're the same. So if we know the same corresponding angle in the same place, same measurement, it's going to be the same degrees. The angles between the parallel lines numbered 3, 4, 5, and 6 in the figure are interior angles. Angles 3 and 5 are on opposite sides of the transversal and are called alternate interior angles, excuse me. All right. Name another pair of alternate interior angles. So interior means they're inside of those two lines, okay? So 3 and 5 are alternate interior on opposite sides, right? So another pair would be 4 and 6. Alternate interior angles are congruent if the lines intersected by the transversals are parallel. Are M and N parallel? Yes, that means that they'll be the same. All right, so if angle 5 measures 110 degrees, then angle 3 also measures 110 degrees. Angles not between the parallel lines are exterior angles. So on the outside of the parallel lines, exterior, interior, exterior, okay? Angles 1 and angle 7, which are on opposite sides of the transversal, are alternate exterior angles, okay? Same measurement, same shape, outside, alternate exterior. Name another pair of alternate exterior angles. That would be 8 and 2. Alternate exterior angles formed by a transversal intersecting parallel lines are congruent. So if the measure of angle 1 is 110 degrees, then the measure of angle 7 is also 110 degrees. While we practice the terms for describing angle pairs, it is useful to remember that all acute angles formed when a transversal intersects parallel lines are equal in measure. Likewise, all the obtuse angles are equal in measure. Thus, any acute angle formed will be supplementary to any obtuse angle form. So 2, 4, 6, and 8 are all the same measurement, right? Super handy. And then the same for the obtuse ones. Example, transversal W intersects parallel lines X and Y. Name the pairs of corresponding angles. Name the pairs of alternate interior angles. Name the pairs of alternate exterior angles. And if the measure of angle A is 115 degrees, then what are the measures of angle E and F? So corresponding angles would be the ones that are in the same place, right? So A and E are in the same place, B and F are in the same place, C and G are in the same place, and D and H, okay? Alternate interior angles would be the ones that are on the inside of the parallel lines. That would be D and F, and then C and E, right? Because they're the same measurement. Name the pairs of alternate exterior angles. That would be A and G and B and H. Because again, they're on the outside and they have the same measurement. If the measure of angle A is 115 degrees, then what are the measures of angle E and F? So if angle A is 115, then E is also 115, right? Because they're the same. And then F would be 65 because we take 180 minus 115 because it's supplementary, right? Makes a straight line. All right, let's get our practice set. Pause if you need to get some scrap paper. All right, which line in the figure at right is a transversal? That would be line C, right? Because the transversal is the one line that cuts through. Good. Which angle is an alternate interior angle to angle 3? So, inside, because it's interior, that would be angle 5, right? It's got the same measurement as angle 3, and they're both on the inside of the parallel lines. Which angle corresponds to angle 8? So corresponds means it's in the exact same place, just on the other line, and that would be angle 4. Angle 4. And letter D, which angle is an alternate exterior angle to angle 7? So also on the outside, same measurement, that would be angle 1. And make sure you notice how I'm labeling, okay? And letter E, if the measure of angle 1 is 105 degrees, what is the measure of each of the other angles in the figure? So angle 1 is 105, that means 3, angles 3, angles 5, and angle 7 all are 105 degrees because those are all the same size as angle 1. And then the other ones we find, 180 minus 105, which means that angles 2, angles 4, angle 6, and angle 8 are 75 degrees, okay? Alrighty. So, time for your homework. Remember, if you have questions, you can sign up for a meeting time with me. You can always go back and rewatch this or read through the book again, right? It keeps it very simple because everything's pretty much, all the obtuse angles are the same measurement, all the acute angles are the same measurement, okay? So, crush it. You got this.